this is gonna be nice reaction video. Just can't go for too long, but maybe this will be a long reaction series.
Welcome return to the next of the Total War Total Challenge, advancing on now to 3 Kingdoms Total War. We have come a very far way since all the way back in Shogun. Having reached almost a full 20 years worth of the Total War franchise, we are about to take on 3 Kingdoms. For all those who've been tagging along, first off, thank you very much. It's been awesome having you along. But of course, you will also know we've already played a few of the 3 Kingdoms campaigns, but thus far we've always done Romance Mode. The ridiculous Christmas special coming in from Lu Bu, having single-handedly taken out over 1,000 in a single battle, as well as the conquest for her ladyship Sun Ren. Even though Sun Ce actually ended up surviving the whole thing, the princess was there. We'll take it. And so coming in for the Total Challenge, we're going to be checking out the Records mode, meaning having our leader survive the entire campaign is going to be pretty unlikely, as we will be a lot more susceptible to age, not to mention significantly weaker on the battlefield. Although we are still going to have a ton of cavalry, and duels are still a thing, they just take on more of a passive role rather than an active strategy. Now there are a few other balancing tweaks, but that is the main one to bear in mind. Our characters really are not going to be storming the battlefronts and absolutely demolishing armies. Although that being said, I am just going to create a sea of cavalry, so yeah, probably will work the same. And so for our campaign, what better place to begin than the characters I've held off for just this occasion. We are going to be playing as the mightiest Liu Bei, and being accompanied by Guan Yu, the god of war himself, who although does lose the top spot against Zhao Hudun, is still one of my favorite characters from the entire Romance of 3 Kingdoms.
In the face of Dong Zhuo, and will not rest until the tyrant's corruption is uprooted and the Han dynasty restored.
So the dream team selected, and of course, as this is the Total Challenge, difficulty set to legendary. Game on.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luo Yang burns, chaos ignites, as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the Han falters. Yet the light of the dynasty still simmers in the hearts of its last descendants. Liu Bei swore an oath with his brothers. They pledged their lives. They will defend the Han. Nobody else can. China is in turmoil. The great empire of the Han, stretching back ages beyond counting, is being devoured by corruption. The Yellow Turbans, thousands strong, began raising their banners in rebellion and seizing commanderies across the realm. In response, generals loyal to the Emperor rose up and put down the rebellion. Yet despite the victory, the chaos only grew. With the corruption at the very heart of the Empire, the loyal generals stormed the Imperial Palace and killed the 10 eunuchs, the source of China's ills. In the madness, the warlord Dong Zhuo seized the Emperor. With the great warrior Lu Bu at his side, none dared oppose him. In response to Dong Zhuo's brazen display, treason some call it, a coalition of warlords rose up, led by the charismatic Yuan Shao, to save the Han. Faced with united opposition, Dong Zhuo retreated west to his stronghold of Chang'an, razing the old capital Luoyang to the ground as he fled. It is now the year 190 CE, and the coalition has all but collapsed. Warlords on all sides have seen opportunities to build their own fortunes from the chaos. Yellow Turban remnants still stalk the lands, seeking the age of the yellow sky. whilst soldiers of fortune feel the change of fate on the wind and strike out on their own. The scales shift, and China hangs in the balance. Luoyang lies in ruin, my lord.
This tyranny is barbaric. What of the people?
Dong Zhuo has fled west to Chang'an, with the young Emperor Xian his captive.
He holds my nephew at sword point.
The coalition delays and wastes time. You are poised, ready to strike now.
But Yellow Turbans and bandits still persist. There must be justice. The people deserve peace.
Your sworn brothers are ready to fight. Their oaths were bound long ago. Dong Zhuo's treason must face justice. We are arrows on the wind, my lord. We fly wherever you command.
And welcome in to the beginnings of the mightiest coalition ever seen in China. For our campaign, we are going to be following the story because Three Kingdoms stories are the best bound-on in the entire franchise. And you get some very juicy rewards for following them. So just how will we start? By establishing our power. Lord Liu Bei, Dong Zhuo, has seized the Emperor and now wields imperial power to his own tyrannical ends. The Han Dynasty must be saved even if you must take their lands back by force. First, we must defeat the nearby Yellow Turban insurgents, then find a place to build our strength. Nearby Tao Quan and Kong Rong are Han loyalists who may offer us aid. Time to act, my lord, is now. Make our way past the Yellow Turbans, find a power base to build up our strength, protect Kong Rong and Tao Quan. Our first mission, Liu Bei and his brothers face the Yellow Turban scourge. The empire of your lineage hangs in the balance. You must stand to defend it. Whilst there are avaricious warlords looking to profit from the empire's fall, our first priority must be to deal with the perennial nuisance of the Yellow Turbans. Let us go forth and defeat Zhao Bao. Just before we do, we have one little thing to take a look at. Each game you start off with some very nice. Oh, hello. So this is random. Every single time you start up, you'll have a new set of ancillaries, and we look
Virtue begets justice.
Ooh, we're gonna face our mount straight away. Extra authority, paddle evading, and a charge bonus. Oh, Liu Bei.
The
We're gonna do
absence
some
of
dirty
people
things.
is indicative of
Excellent.
China's sickness.
Let's get a little bit of an increase to our trade influence. Kong Rong, looking at you. Soon, soon. And Public's Order for its administered commandery. We don't have those yet. In fact, I don't think we have anything yet. Yeah, we have literally nothing. Right, well, there's no point in giving anything to Guan Yu or Zhang Fei. Eventually we will, but we want to give them max out ability stuff. We're not too worried about satisfaction, because that is going to harm us as we go. Oh, hello. You dislike Zhao Bao. But Zhang Fei doesn't. Interesting. They're drinking buddies or something. Alright, either way. Let's go and engage in a bit of battle, and let's see just what this record mode retinue can actually do. Not to mention, enjoy a lovely little introduction from our
The people
characters.
suffer under callous warlords and brutal tyrants. I weep for China. But only we can provide the salve that the people sorely need. We must restore the Han Dynasty to its rightful place if we are ever to know unity, stability, and peace.
Starting off in Three Kingdoms, I highly recommend you fight the first battles, even if they're automatic victories like this one. You get to know the characters with these beautiful little speeches, either setting out their plans for conquest, or just a bit of banter between them. Although the banter does get questionable towards the end. Either way, game on. Our first battle. We're not going to do too much of interest. We don't have really anything in the way of interesting.
Alright, I have no more time, but this is where the video gets interesting. I'll put the source in. The the link somewhere on this YouTube video. Alright, ciao ciao.